Hey guys, Blazie here, and welcome to my review of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. No, not that one. This one. I went back and looked at one of my old childhood favourites of mine. So let's get started and roll the intro. This was made back in 1996 as a 2-episode OVA in Japan, and then released in 1999 as a movie with English dubbed. I watched this a lot as a kid. We always rented it out at the video store. A video store was a place you could go to rent movies, either overnight, 3 nights, or a whole week. Oh, those were the days. So I do know this movie pretty well, but I watched it again with the new movie coming out. I thought I would go back and take a look at this movie. This is a weird movie. This movie is about Metal Sonic. So it starts off very ominous with when you see Metal Sonic, and then it's all bright and colourful, and then we see Sonic and Tails hanging at the beach. This movie for one has very old sort of style animation that hasn't dated very well, but at the same time looks very cool and unique. Not something I would have expected to see from the Sonic universe. And also, the voices. I have to talk about Sonic and Tails' voices. They're just so weird. So weird that it's kind of amazing.
Sonic! I finally finished it! See, isn't it great? It's a jet-propelled bodyboard. Come on, you want to try it out?
Not right now, thanks.
All right, I'll go use it myself.
Tails is just like a little kid with his new toy.
I don't know what to think about it. It's not that it's bad. Kinda. Sorta. I don't know. They just sound weird. But it's I kinda like it. So then we get this annoying owl character that appears. I've never liked him, even as a kid. I always just found him annoying rather than funny.
Oh, it's you, Tails. Nice to see you. I have some urgent business with Master Sonic.
You have more important things to worry about now. Your rocket's on fire!
No wonder it's getting warm.
Old man. Hey, old man.
He comes down to tell Sonic that the president wants to see him. He eventually goes, Sonic being rude and uncaring as usual, but kinda super rude as well. Tails at some point is screaming out for help, and Sonic just yells at him to shut up. And just geez, Sonic, what a good friend you are. So they go there, Robotnik has taken the president and the daughter Sarah hostage. Robotnik explains how there are 2 different worlds, the Sky World where they live and the Dark World where he lives. His world has been taken over by Metal Robotnik, and he has affected the city's power supply and it will explode by daytime. So Sonic agrees to help, and so the two go to the Dark World to fix things. They take Tails' airplane there, and from here it feels very much like Sonic. He's standing on top of Tails' plane, which he always does. And before they go to the city, I have very much a Sonic game moment where he's jumping over spikes, defeating enemies from the games. He's using springs to jump high, and Tails is following along. It's a really cool sequence, since this movie has a lot of these kinds of moments I really like. It's whenever they go back to the owl or Sarah, who kind of mistakenly gets kidnapped and taken by Robotnik, so she's in it a lot. When it focuses on her, I don't care, or like it, I lose focus.
Oh, yeah! This is great, Robotnik! I get to drive first!
No, Sarah, don't touch it. Wait, stop. Don't play with it. Stop it, Sarah.
I don't like her all the time. All she does is cry and say, don't hurt my Sonic. When is he yours? But when it's being Sonic, it's really cool. Some really cool action scenes with the animation. I like how they enter the city through a warp zone and then come across Metal Robotnik. And also with this way the city is designed, it's very much they talk about it how it's ancient relics, these buildings and all that. And it's basically they live in a post-apocalyptic New York, basically, or Manhattan or whatever. I think they're the same place. I don't know. I'm not American. But it's, yeah. So yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. A kind of cool way to describe, you know, where they live and everything. It's just basically, I know the planet is called Freedom. In this world, in this version of Sonic, the planet is called Freedom, of all things. And yeah, they live in like a post-apocalyptic world, and that's kind of interesting, kind of cool. It makes for a cool setting, and for like some cool artwork and all that kind of stuff. And then like Metal Robotnik, he looks really cool. I love all the scenes, including Sonic giving him the finger.
Robotnik! We have some business to take care of, but we can finish this game when we get back. Huh? Oh no! No!
People will say no, it's a different finger, but let's be real here. He is totally giving him a finger. But yeah, it's got some cool visuals, and Knuckles shows up sporting a very interesting hat. Why is he wearing a hat? Your guess is as good as mine. But even his voice is kind of like the others. Again, it's kind of bad, but I kind of like it.
Thanks for saving us there, Knuckles.
Yeah, that's one more job I won't get paid for. But I've known you for a while, so I'll just put it on your tab, and you can pay me back later on.
So are you going back to treasure hunting now?
Of course! Finding treasure is my absolute favorite pastime.
Anyway, it turns out it was all a trick, of course. Robotnik set it up so Sonic would get captured by the machine that kind of like takes his life force thing and shares it with Metal Sonic, giving him life and all kind of like Sonic's abilities and all that. The scenes with Metal, I really do love. The fights with him and Sonic look really good, honestly, even though some of the dialogue is interesting.
You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
But I'm just going to make this review short, since this movie is only an hour long anyway, since it is like 2 episodes, basically, put together. So in the end, Metal attacks an area that would cause the Sky World's doom, so Sonic and others make it there in time to fight it out with it. And poor Knuckles in this scene, getting stomped and his hat catches fire. Poor dude. I do love Knuckles in this. He even claims he's Sonic's best friend. Well, what does that make Tails then? So yeah, the two fight it out, but then the president shows up, getting himself trapped in his car, and it's about to explode, and in a surprising moment, Metal saves him, sacrificing himself. And this scene was always kind of sad, with Metal talking to Sonic, saying there's only one Sonic, and lets himself succumb to the lava.
There is only one Sonic.
It's a cool scene, and that's what this movie has, is a lot of cool scenes that are pretty enjoyable to watch. The fights are good. When it's being Sonic, it's good. Just, as I said, it's when it focuses on other characters. It's when it starts to lose me. You just don't care. And some of their facial expressions are way over the top for the kind of animation they're going for. Because yeah, it's Sonic, it's a kid's cartoon, it's a kid's game and all that kind of stuff. But it's very, yeah, they do go very over the top with the animation sometimes with like the human characters, but it works for Sonic and all that, just not so much the humans. But again, that's because yeah, it is like a kid's cartoon, but at the same time, this is really kind of dark sometimes, with dark kind of atmosphere, so it's that kind of weird animation mix kind of thing where it doesn't really know what it wants to be. It does want to be Sonic, it does want to be this cool anime movie kind of thing, you know? But that said, I really do like the animation. It can be funny as well, and hell, it even has Tail getting some boob action. Good on you, little dude.
Tails, get off!
I'm so sorry.
I never thought you'd stoop that low.
So for what it is, I will have to give this movie a good... this is a hard one to wait, because it's part of my childhood, but I did complain about things, so I think I'll have to give this movie a good 6 out of 10 foxes. It's only an hour's long in the end, so I can't get too angry at it for anything, or, you know, it doesn't really have that many problems. The majority of it is pretty good. It's just that it's very outdated, kind of thing, is the major problem with it. and the voice acting, as I said, is kind of like, I kind of like. But it's because it's just kind of weird. But yeah, I kind of like it. I do love the animation. It's just, yeah, a little outdated here and there. A lot of the backgrounds and all that do look really good, but then whenever it does focus on, like, Sarah, I don't like any of that. Eggman's fine, or Robotnik, as I call him in this one. He's fine, he's Robotnik, he's doing his thing. Yeah, it's just those little things. So, I'll give it a 6 out of 10, yeah. That sounds nice. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to our channel, because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.